All right, so the Premier League is approximately 2 weeks away from returning. So we're just going to spend some time and take a look at how best Manchester United can line up to make sure that they finish in the top four to secure Champions League football for next season. All right. On this day, I see clearly. All right, so with 9 games to go, to finish up the English Premier League for this season, Manchester United should be looking forward to winning all 9 games. You know, the ultimate goal right now is to make sure that we finish in the top 4. Make sure that we secure Champions League football for next season. I mean, we might not be able to win all 9 games, but, you know, we will settle for winning 6 and join probably 2 or 3. You know, then that should be enough for us to secure top 4 for next season. Because if it is the case that we say, boy, we are building towards the future, if we're not able to play Champions League football, we're not going to be able to attract any quality player. And going into the transfer window summer, our number 1 target, I think, is Jadon Sancho. And if he's not guaranteed Champions League football next season, then it's highly unlikely that he's going to come. So finishing top 4 has a lot to do with the players that we are able to bring into the club. So while we are really waiting on the 2 weeks to run off so that we can get back football on the way, the English Premier League on the way, it is expected to be some exciting time. All players are fit and ready to go, and the ball is now over into the manager's court, into Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's court, to see how he will line up, to see how he will manage to bring the team towards the end of the season. Because right now, anything outside of top 4 is going to seem as if it's a failure, because we want Champions League football next season. So going into the last 9 matches, the aim should be to win all 9. But we might fall on the way, so winning 6 and join a couple might be all right. You know, but the ultimate goal should be to get Champions League football next season. And I mean, with all the top players fit, then I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be able to get top 4. Because we have Rashford coming back from injury, Pogba, Martial is fit. You know, the core of the starting lineup, everybody is fit. So it is now over to the manager to see how best he can pick a team that will be able to play together based on the fact that we are going to be hunting for Champions League football. So going into the final 9 games, we are expected to see a formation of 4-2-3-1. That is a formation that Solskjaer, you know, seems to prefer. He has been playing a lot of 4-2-3-1. So I am thinking that with everybody fit, the starting lineup will be something like David De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka on the right, playing right back. And I mean, Wan-Bissaka has been so good for us this season. You know, he's like a one-man team, very hard to pass around there. So going into next season, the only thing we want to work on is how his final ball in the opponent's half. You know, we want to make sure we get some assists from him. But that is something that can be worked on. But the ultimate thing is that he's defending. So Wan-Bissaka will be playing in the right back position. So we have David De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka playing right back. Luke Shaw will be starting in the left back position. You know, Brandon Williams came in the latter part and was giving him a run, but Luke Shaw should get the nod right there. So we have Wan-Bissaka, David De Gea, Luke Shaw, and the 2 centre back. We're probably gonna have our captain Maguire and Victor Lindelof. More than likely we'll be starting there with Maguire. But I want to tell us right now, a fit Eric Bailly is a good defender. But Maguire and Lindelof would have been developing a very good relationship thus far, holding down the fort for us. So that is what the back 4 should look like. Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, and Luke Shaw with David De Gea in goal. Going up a little further up the field now, we're probably looking at let me see now in the midfield. All right, so for the midfield now, the midfield is a bit tricky. You know, it might not be as straightforward as persons might be thinking, because you know we need to remember that when Pogba was out injured and McTominay was out injured, Fred really played some good games for us this season. So Fred is right there amongst in the mix. And if we are playing a formation of 4-2-3-1, we want to make sure that one of the midfielders is always there sitting in front of the back four to anchor it. So Matic will play that role. So once Pogba is fit, as good as Fred was in the latter part for us, once Pogba is fit, I think that Pogba will be partnering Matic in the midfield. If Matic picks up a knock, then probably McTominay can play that role, or Fred. But to start off, I think that we'll be going Pogba and Matic in the midfield right there. Over on the left wing, Rashford basically picks himself. Once Rashford is fit, the left wing is his. Alright, so Rashford will be on the left wing. Over on the right wing, Daniel James would have come in from Swansea. And, you know, he has really played some very good games for us. And I am thinking that, you know, in the latter part, he wasn't scoring a lot of goals, but his off-the-ball movement is something that we need. And he will only get better. So, Daniel James will be playing on the right wing. Playing in the number 10 position now is the man that we got from Portugal, Bruno Fernandes. Once he's fit, he picks himself in the team. So Bruno Fernandes will be allowed to play behind the striker. All right. We see how deadly he is with the link-up play, how skillful he is in and around the 18-yard box. So he will be playing in the number 10 position. And up top now we'll have no other than Anthony Martial, all right? So Martial will be playing up top for us. So that concludes our starting 11, the 4-2-3-1. So, you know, on the bench now, we know that we're probably going to have McTominay. We're going to have Greenwood, you know, who can come on and play on the right wing if Daniel James isn't going on so good. So we have McTominay, Greenwood. We're also probably going to have Odi Igalo, sorry for the pronunciation, on the bench. We're also gonna probably have Brandon Williams, who is the backup left back on the bench. Remember now, you know, we can make 5 substitution. So maybe a Juan Mata or probably a Lingard or a Pereira somewhere there about. But I want to let you know, with Brandon Williams coming through and Greenwood coming through, there isn't going to be any spot on the bench for 2 players, you know, that were usually first team players. So is either Lingard or Pereira going to be totally off the bench, you know. But it's all there for us to see. But all in all, I am hoping that this is the formation that Solskjaer will use, and I am hoping that it will be beneficial to us, because at the end of the day, we just want Champions League football for next season, and we are hoping that at the starting of or at the beginning of next season we will see some new players coming in. We are hoping that Sancho will come in and take over the right wing spot. The number 7 shirt is there for him. We're hoping to carry in a good centre back, probably another holding midfielder. We're hearing rumours about us signing the captain of Aston Villa, Jack Grealish. But I am thinking that if Pogba is going to commit his future, then probably we won't need to sign Grealish. But once we find out that Pogba is just going to play 1 or 2 more years there, then we think we need to try and bring in Grealish or Maddison or somebody there to fill the void. But with everybody fit, I am thinking that getting top 4 should be easy for us. You know, that is no normal team right there, you know, with a Fernandes, a Pogba, a Rashford, and a Martial firing, you know. That should be enough to give us top 4. So basically 2 weeks away, we are just here waiting. You know, the Bundesliga is on. They have taken the lead, and they have shown the world that here what football can be played. We're not going to have the fans, but it can be played. So we're hoping that the Premier League will come back and we'll be able to finish the season as much as I didn't want to see Liverpool win the league, I mean, they deserve it. Once football come back, they're going to play probably 2 or 3 games and mathematically the league will be theirs. You know, so it's a bitter pill to swallow about Liverpool. They have played some very good football. So we are hoping that, you know, we will be able to you know, see them lift the trophy because they deserve it. But at the end of the day, Manchester United we're dealing with. We want to secure top 4 for next season. That is the only way we're going to be able to get in some good footballers in the club. And with everybody fit, with the right selections, I am thinking that we will be able to get top 4. Easy. So the coach just need to make sure that he's on the ball. He's able to make all the players comfortable. Tactically, he needs to be there tactically, because I mean, if you have all the players fit and the coach is not on his game tactically, then hear what? Having all the best players fit, and if the coach is not tactically ready, then the team is going to be outplayed. So we are just awaiting the Premier League, and we are hoping that Manchester United will finish in the top 4. But as I said, with everybody fit and ready to go, no way we shouldn't be able to finish top 4. So the ball is over in Solskjaer's court right now. Manchester United all the way up.